I am live as we speak. When I type things in, people don't understand. Turn that camera on, ugly, and tell your lies. Don't type your lies. Tell them. Speak while people talking to you. You read the comments, you can't keep up with them if you do that, right? I'll wait. I was just trying to get back with you yesterday.
You just said the other day you don't even deal with this lame no more.
Get back with what? I was laid up yesterday. Was I not laid up? Were we not laid up? Oh. What? Ew. I don't even like the cologne you wear. It's gross. Ew.
The situation involving Remy Ma, Papoose and Claressa Shields has quickly turned into one of the most talked about celebrity stories online. What first looked like a simple relationship rumor has now grown into a complicated situation filled with mixed signals, emotional posts, and constant speculation. Every day new details appear, and fans feel like they are watching a drama unfold in real time. Social media has become the main stage where each post, caption, or appearance is studied closely, with people trying to figure out what is really happening behind the scenes. At the center of the conversation is the question everyone keeps asking: what is actually going on between these three? Some observers believe Remy Ma is sending subtle messages on purpose, while others think Papoose might slowly be reconnecting with his wife. There are also those who believe the entire situation is more confusing than it appears, with none of the people involved clearly explaining what is happening. Because of that uncertainty, the public keeps guessing, and every new photo or comment only adds more fuel to the discussion. Remy Ma has been especially active online recently. She has been posting regularly, smiling in photos, sharing updates, and most noticeably, showing her wedding ring again and again. For many fans, that detail feels intentional. Each time the ring appears in a picture, people immediately start debating whether she is trying to remind everyone that she is still legally married. Some see it as a quiet message directed at Papoose, while others think it could be aimed at Claressa, suggesting that the marriage is not truly finished. Whatever the reason, the repeated posts have kept the conversation alive and made people pay even closer attention to everything she shares. At the same time, new images of Papoose spending time with Claressa Shields have been circulating online. The two have been seen at public events, including car shows and gatherings, where they appear relaxed and friendly. To some observers, these appearances suggest that they are comfortable around each other and not worried about public reaction. To others, the photos raise questions about whether their connection is serious or simply temporary. Because neither of them has fully explained their situation, speculation continues to grow. The story became even more complicated when reports surfaced that Remy Ma had already signed divorce papers. According to what she reportedly said, she was willing to move forward without asking for money or creating legal conflict. She even suggested she was ready to pay the costs herself just to complete the process quickly. However, people claim that Papoose has not yet signed the documents, which has led to a new wave of questions. If both individuals truly want to move on, why has the process not been finalized? This unanswered question has become one of the biggest mysteries in the entire situation. Some people online believe Claressa may be growing frustrated with being connected to a man who is still legally married. Others think she may simply be waiting to see how things develop before making any major decisions. Rumors have even circulated suggesting she might be willing to help speed up the divorce process, if that would finally settle the issue. None of these claims have been confirmed publicly, but they continue to spread because the situation remains unclear. Adding to the confusion, there have been moments when it seemed like the divorce process might not be moving forward at all. At one point, discussions suggested that certain paperwork may have been withdrawn or delayed, which made fans wonder whether reconciliation between Remy and Papoose could still be possible. Even small hints like that are enough to keep speculation going, especially when the people involved do not provide detailed explanations. Another topic that has drawn attention is the idea that success and financial stability might be playing a role in the situation. Some observers believe Claressa's accomplishments and visible lifestyle could be influencing how people interpret the story. Others argue that relationships cannot be reduced to money or status, and that emotional history often matters far more. Still, because celebrity lives are constantly discussed in terms of wealth and career success, these conversations continue to appear in online debates. The tension between the different narratives has also been noticeable. At times, Papoose has posted short messages online that many fans interpret as indirect responses to the rumors. These statements are often vague, leaving readers unsure whether they are directed at one person, several people, or simply the general public conversation. That uncertainty only encourages more speculation, as followers attempt to read hidden meanings into each post. Meanwhile, Claressa has addressed certain rumors herself, including claims that Papoose manages her career or handles her finances. She has stated that her business decisions and earnings are handled independently. Despite these statements, discussions continue because people often compare her words with what they believe they are seeing publicly. When there is a gap between perception and explanation, speculation naturally increases. The complicated nature of the situation has led some people to wonder whether any of the individuals involved are trying to protect their personal image. Public figures often face intense pressure to maintain a certain reputation, especially when relationships become public topics. Because of that, some fans believe that not every detail is being shared openly, and that private conversations may be very different from what appears online. This possibility makes it even harder for observers to know what is truly happening. Another element that keeps the story active is the emotional history between Remy Ma and Papoose. Their relationship has been known for years, and many fans followed their journey closely. When a couple with such a long shared past appears to be separating, people naturally feel curious about whether the connection has fully ended. Long relationships often carry deep emotional ties, which can make separation complicated, even when both individuals decide to move on. At the same time, some observers think the current situation resembles a public tug-of-war, where different signals create confusion about who is truly moving forward and who might still be holding on. The continued appearance of wedding rings, public outings, and indirect online messages keeps the story from settling into a clear conclusion. Instead, it feels like each development opens the door to another round of questions. Speculation has also extended to the idea that certain actions might be strategic. Some believe that social media posts are being used to send indirect messages, while others think the reactions may simply reflect emotional responses to a difficult personal situation. Without direct confirmation, it is impossible to know which interpretation is correct. What is clear, however, is that the public conversation grows louder each time a new post appears. Another factor that adds intensity to the discussion is the presence of multiple strong personalities in the same story. Each individual involved has a large following and a strong public identity. When figures with that level of visibility become connected in personal drama, the attention multiplies quickly. Supporters of each person often defend their favorite while criticizing others, creating heated debates across social media platforms. There has also been talk about whether upcoming holidays or special events could reveal more about the situation. Some fans believe that occasions such as Valentine's Day may provide clues about who is spending time with whom. While these predictions are speculative, they show how closely people are watching for any sign that might clarify the relationships involved. Even small public appearances can quickly become headline-level discussions. Despite all the rumors, one important fact remains. The full truth of any relationship is known only to the people directly involved. Public audiences see only selected moments, photos, brief videos, or short comments, rather than the complete reality of private conversations and personal feelings. Because of that, many early conclusions may later prove incomplete or incorrect. Situations like this often appear simpler from the outside than they truly are. Another interesting aspect of the story is how quickly public opinion can shift. At different moments, viewers may feel sympathy for one person, then change their perspective when new information appears. This constant change shows how strongly social media influences perception. When audiences receive information in short bursts rather than complete explanations, their interpretations can shift repeatedly. Some supporters hope that all three individuals will eventually address the situation clearly, while others believe it may remain private. Sometimes public figures choose not to explain personal matters in detail, especially when legal processes or family considerations are involved. If that happens, speculation may continue for a long time without any official confirmation. The broader lesson many people are drawing from this situation is that relationships, especially those in the public eye, are rarely as simple as they appear. Years of shared history, emotional attachment, financial responsibilities, and personal growth can all influence how people make decisions. When those factors combine with public attention, even ordinary relationship challenges can appear dramatic and complicated. Another takeaway is how powerful social media has become in shaping public narratives. A single photo, caption, or short video can lead to thousands of interpretations, even when the original intention may have been casual. In celebrity situations, every post is analyzed as if it contains hidden meaning, which can sometimes create stories that grow far beyond the original event. For now, the situation involving Remy Ma, Papoose, and Claressa Shields remains unresolved. Each new update keeps people watching closely, wondering which direction the story will take next. Will there be an official announcement clarifying everything, or will the uncertainty continue for months? No one outside their personal circles truly knows. What is certain is that the conversation is unlikely to fade soon. As long as new photos, appearances, or comments continue to appear, audiences will keep discussing them. Celebrity relationships have always attracted attention, but the speed of modern social media makes these stories move faster and reach larger audiences than ever before. In the end, beyond the speculation and online debates, the situation is still about real people dealing with personal decisions. Public attention may amplify every detail, but the emotional realities behind those decisions are often far more complex than what appears on screens. Whether the outcome involves reconciliation, separation, or something entirely different, time will eventually reveal what truly happens. Until then, observers will continue watching, analyzing each development, and waiting to see how this highly discussed story finally unfolds.